Welcome back, everyone, to the Diecast Museum, and today we're going to take a look at everything that's going on in this little section of the museum, the Hot Wheels museum portion, and the diorama junkyard. It may have been a while since you've seen it, so we're just going to take a slow cruise through to start this video off. Almost getting to the Christmas of 2021, only a couple weeks away at this point. What's on your Santa's wish list for Diecast? Let me know down in the comments. I'm going to give you a good overview of what I've been hoping for. Well, I pretty much buy my own presents. Santa just can't keep up with my demanding list of Diecast requirements that I like to have in the collection. And if he did, well, the rest of the world would be a little peeved with Santa because we can't all have 55,000 1/64 scale cars in our homes, or the planet would run out of die-cast metal most likely. But this channel is all about sharing what there is, so you can make a decision on what you might like to collect and how you might want to display it, as there is just so much variety to choose from. Currently, we are looking at a whole bunch of Greenlight vehicles, some Johnny Lightning, and M2 products in here as well, Auto World. And this is a custom-made diorama that I built several years ago from scratch, just using some HO scale train techniques and materials from local hobby stores. Some stuff I had to buy online. But as you can see, these little 1/64 scale cars fit in pretty nice. And the trees are fairly realistic looking. I haven't really done a video on how to build this thing in quite some time. And I don't think I have anything too in-depth, but there is a lot of good tutorials available online that you can check out if you look out for HO scale diorama building. But some really nice weathered pieces in here as well from Auto World and Johnny Lightning. And we've got the brand new Greenlight HD trucks or SD trucks, the big old 1980 Chevy, getting ready to be rusted in the junkyard. So that's what's going on there. Still sorting through the blue cards. Actually haven't really done much with those, but these are some super vintage old Hot Wheels that I'm probably going to end up opening a lot of these packages in a future upcoming video. I've been saying that for a while. It's just a bit tough to want to break open these packages as they are one of a kind in my collection. And we'll just take a little pan of the room. It's quite the collection. I've been filling this room for 12 years now. Sorting, collecting, moving things around. It's been quite a transition and a work in progress. It's really not work, it's actually a joy, my hobby, and a real pleasure to share it with all of you guys that are here on YouTube, viewing this with me. And we are still doing the year-by-year videos. It's been a little while since I've done one of those, but it's definitely on the Santa's wish list of things to get done before Christmas, is to finish off the Hot Wheels Blue Card era so that we can move on into the 1995 year and forwards from there. So 2022, we're going to see lots of year-by-year videos where we look at the values of these vintage Hot Wheels, all the known variations. And so if you haven't seen my year-by-year videos and you're interested in vintage Hot Wheels, do check that out, as it's quite comprehensive. I do look at a lot of different stuff, and I own every single Hot Wheel and variation, well, about 98% of them, from 1974 right up to present. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. I don't have all the little funny cars in present day, but right up to about 1995, 98% of every Hot Wheel ever made, all the variations. All the ones made for the North American market, I should clarify. I don't have all the international release cars from around the world. But we have quite a selection of things to look at. And today we are going to choose from this lot. I think we're going to look at Johnny Lightning and Auto World, because they've been down here. And I have really been wanting to look at these cars. I'm going to crack them out of their packaging, check out the details. Also a ton of awesome Greenlight that still needs to come out of the package. Got super lucky with this blue collar Green Machine 76 Dodge B100. But actually, maybe we'll just take an overview instead of opening things up today, and see what here might pique your interest to put on the wish list. Got the Running on Empty series, Tokyo Torque, Route Runners, Barrett Jackson, and a few other miscellaneous Greenlight series like the Greenlight Muscle and some older stuff. There's a good look at some more vintage Hot Wheels I have still in the card. These are in Protecto packs, some of my rarest cars hanging on the wall. And for those things, you pretty much have to go to eBay to get them in the condition that you see here. And let's take this moment just to look at some of my rarest Hot Wheels in my collection, some of my most prized possessions. A pair of green alternate Baja Bruisers, and a whole bunch of very interesting super vans, lots of different variations there. Very rare motorcycles. The first two motorcycles Hot Wheel ever produced, other than the Rumblers. And some very rare Porsche Carrera 911s in the alternate white. Pretty much everything from here gets pricey if you know your old Hot Wheels. Some of these might just jump out at you if you haven't seen them in a while, and certainly not with the clarity of this brand new Samsung Galaxy phone in the full 4K if you so choose. Some of these cars set me back many hundreds of dollars, and that would have been 5 to 10 years ago. Really haven't had to buy any of these lately. And there's my Heavy Chevy, an all original green alternate Heavy Chevy, mint condition, blister pull pretty much. I didn't pull the blister, but someone did. And I got that one on eBay. Some more very rare Baja Bruisers up there. And that is the start to my 1974 collection. The Winnipeg. Very cool cars. Got more stuff hiding up in the shelves as well. Check out this Matchbox motor set. I have this thing. It doesn't even have the stickers put on it yet. I've been meaning to take that thing out for review. I've probably owned that for about 10 years. Never put it together. Don't even really remember where I got it actually anymore. Cases and cases up there. Those 48 car cases. Just filled with vintage diecast, Tomica, Yatming, Majorette. All sorts of stuff. Erdl. To name a few. And then a closer look at these cases of Hot Wheels. These are all the different years of Hot Wheels that I've opened up, getting ready for a year-by-year review. As you can see in the left corners, I've got the year of the vehicles, 07 there for 2007, stacked right through, and some exclusives as well. Look at the overflow of blue card Hot Wheels. These are all duplicates though. Cars you've already seen in the year-by-year. Some mint in the package duplicates that didn't get opened up because I already had them loose, which was great. Here's a kind of an eclectic mix of Greenlights, M2s, favorites, I guess. Really enjoyed these trucks from last year. So I kind of picked up a whole bunch of sets. They were quite common at Walmart. I think I got about 4 or 5 of those sets. And some Hot Wheels yet to be identified. Some just meaning to be put away somewhere. There's a whole hoard of Greenlight little 1/64 scale characters. Good for dioramas and videos like that. And up in the top shelf, M2. Lots and lots of M2. This thing goes back several cubes. I would say probably about 6-7 cubes deep. Some of my favorite vehicles that I've bought. I've yet to even review many of these, including these 6 packs of bootlegger sponsored, all matte black cars. Pardon the glare and reflection. It's very bright and shiny in here. Some of my favorite square body trucks. A lot of these were slayed for custom. That's why I'll have duplicates up there. Oh, and the Matchbox series. I haven't gotten to that either. Boy, I've been slacking. Look at all these old vintage Matchbox catalogs. Been meaning to get to those. They're all put in order sequentially. I think it starts at about 1964 and goes right up to about 1998, I think. Most of the catalogs, if not all of them, certainly the older ones. Something to do. Let's look at some old holiday Hot Wheels. It's been a while since we've checked these out. There's Santa rip-roaring in the big old Ford F-150. I think that's an F-150. Pretty cool truck. It's got a couple chrome dirt bikes in it. Real Rider tires. It's the Texas Drive 'em, number 3 of 8. Pretty cool. Got the Christmas lights. That's a 2009 special. Let's take that one off the wall, and since it's almost Christmas time, take a look at that. Wow, pretty cool. Getting a little dusty. It's been a while since I've inspected this one. And not really much to report on the back of that. And it looks like I've got two variations here. One's got the red rimmed chrome wheels, and the other has the all chrome wheels. So that's your variation for the Texas Drive 'em from the 2009 Christmas special. Some other pretty cool cars up here. Mailaways, convention. Some RLC cars I just couldn't live without. Check this Texas Drive 'em out. Wow. The 2016 selections. That would have been an online purchase from HotWheelCollectors.com. Oh, the old modern classics. Just a whole bunch of stuff here that you don't normally see on this channel. We're kind of just doing a big, huge walk around, perhaps, before we get into looking at some of that stuff on the floor that is brand new and a little more easily available in stores. Johnny Lightning Wicked Wagons. The big old hearse from Release 1. Couldn't even tell you what year that's from. Probably around 2006 or 8. And the 2004 Mercury Marauder. Well, that was a good find. Probably pretty pricey if you can find one of those on eBay now. One of the first Greenlights back when the quality was 100% top notch. Still is good, but mass production has taken its toll on the models. Outsourcing of probably where they're produced would have something to do with that. My opinion only, of course. Still much a Greenlight fan. Whoa, that's a sweet car, isn't it? Look at that. Porsche 964 Magnus Walker. Beauty. And under that diorama, people always wonder what is under the diorama other than that big cabinet with all the mystery drawers. It is just jammed. I mean jammed. All the way across and floor to the bottom of the diorama with boxes full of Hot Wheels yet to be discovered, many of which haven't been opened in probably 10 plus years. So that's quite an adventure yet to come. And we're just panning around looking at some more stuff before we get into a video here. Oh, look at that. Whole bunch of interesting kind of collector series specific Hot Wheels from yesteryear. Many of those are quite old. And the Speed Machines from 1983. They go way, way up. Very cool. Then, of course, we've got the Junkyard Hot Wheels. These are all Hot Wheels that have been organized by type of car. Ford Fairmonts, Cadillacs, some Dodge cars in there. Below that, we've got Camaros, just nothing but Camaros and IROC Camaros. And Ford Aerostar vans, GMC motorhomes. The Inside Story. All these bins here that reside under the review table, which is where I'm normally sitting when I'm making these videos for you guys, looking at things up close. This is where all the junk Hot Wheels go. Just Hot Wheels. Nothing pretty much newer than about 1990 in these bins. And some things as old as the early 70s. All played with. Some are very rare. There's a very rare yellow and white. I think that's the yellow and white Mongoose. Very funny Corvette. My super chipped up one before I got a minty one. And where's that car? Somewhere up here. Oop, tripped over stuff. That happens commonly in this room. So, I guess we'll get into it. I mean, this is just one room of the whole basement museum. There's just so much to see. And oftentimes it gets overlooked. I'm always saying, oh, we're going to look at that later, look at this later. And months and years can go by before I ever actually get around to it, unfortunately. Really have to do something about that. Get more of these videos out for you guys. But as you can see on the other side of this diorama table, boxes and boxes of cars filled with premium Hot Wheels on this side, I would say. And my Matchbox junk bin finally breached its containment. Got about 50, maybe 60 pounds of used Matchbox chipped up cars in there. Got the humongous box of Majorette cars in here. Look at all those limousines. Holy smokes. They're about 3 deep in there. All these cars I've collected my whole life. Some have been given to me. Generous gifts, random acts of kindness. And many have just been bought at flea markets and garage sales along the way. And then there's this corner here. This is about some of the very first Greenlight and M2 cars I ever purchased. Started collecting these ones, well, quite a ways back. Unfortunately, I only got one each of these, and for whatever reason, they've stayed in the package all these years. And so now, pretty much, they're committed to that. Check out this M2 Special Edition 2012 Collector Corner. Limited to 492 pieces. Beautiful 58 Apache pickup. Opening hood and doors on that one. And then, of course, we've got the big mirror case, which we hardly ever look at. Certainly not with the window pane up. Let's see what found its way into this case. Just a whole bunch of interesting cars, really. Lots of Real Rider Hot Wheels. I don't think the camera knows what to focus on, the mirror or the car, but check out this Christmas-related Hot Wheel. 55 Nomad Wagon with the Christmas tree attached to the roof. Well, I guess we'll zoom out on this one since we're struggling to catch focus. There's some of my oldest Hot Wheels down in the bottom row. I don't really collect the old cars pre-73, 74 because they are very hard to come by here in Canada. And I didn't grow up with these cars. I wasn't even born yet. I was 10 years before my time, to say the least. And I simply don't want to spend the money required to get a mint collection of those cars. So for that reason, you probably won't ever see too many Hot Wheels pre-1974 on this channel. There are other collectors and YouTubers that do show that stuff. But what you will see is plenty of new stuff, like the old Car Culture Team Transport collection. Got a pretty thick collection of those. Some nice stuff up here. And those line the ceiling all around the room. Well, we're almost at the 20-minute mark, so I guess we better make a decision on what we're going to do, what we're going to look at over on the floor there. And that might be in a part 2, I guess, because really, I don't think this video is going to be able to fit on the YouTube channel if I start opening up all these cars. So wait for a part 2, and I'm going to film that right after this video. So it is coming shortly. Look out for that. We're going to be looking at all this Johnny Lightning, Boogie Vans, Toyota Land Cruisers, and some Auto World. Since Auto World and Johnny Lightning are owned under the same parent company, they do pair nicely together. And I've got some sweet exclusives here. You're not going to find these too many places. Beautiful square body trucks. Well, I'll give you a sneak peek anyways. More Boogie Vans. Love the Boogie Vans. It's a great series. They've been around for a while. Got the blacked out. Look at this one. Holy smokes, isn't that cool? 59 Cadillac, flat black. all blacked out. Johnny Lightning, No Time to Die. The old 007 Aston Martin DB5 with bullet wounds and scrapes all over it. Check out the windshield, just smattered with bullets. Just a whole bunch of cool stuff. Project in Progress, Volkswagen Beetles. These are all new cars, so you can still find these in your stores before Christmas if you so choose to. What else we got? Check this out. Now this one is going to be tough to find now, although it is a new release. 73 Chevrolet Cheyenne. These are exclusives, only $2,496. And these are from Brazil, Diecast 2021. So, don't know much about that. It's not even, first language is not English. In fact, I don't think there's any English on this. So I got a couple of those. We're opening one of those up. And just a whole bunch more awesome trucks. Some of the newest stuff from these premium series. Release 3. I think that's the latest one at the time of filming. Version B. I don't even know if I have version A yet. But just so much cool stuff, guys. Thanks for checking out this video. And happy hunting.